Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do a review of last week's COT. So this is what I sent out on the 18th of September. I apologise that it's late doing this review, and I just want to keep them up for consistency so that everybody can see exactly what we're forecasting and how stuff's playing out. And the reason, just because it's a bit late, is just I've been away on holiday last week, so I didn't get a chance to do the midweek review. So what I have done is, on the chart here, you see this is a 4 hour, and the dotted lines is basically all of this week. So this is the 16th of September, which is the closing time, and then the market opened at 10 o'clock on the 18th of September, you can see there. And then I've just done it to the close of that week so that we can see which price action we're looking at, because obviously this week's kind of already happening, and it's now 7:30 on a Tuesday evening on the 27th of September. So let's have a look what's happened then. So we forecasted last week. This was our forecast, so we're looking at these bullish pairs, and you can see I've got these on the right over here on my trading view, and the bearish pairs, so we're going to be looking through them. So first up, it's Euro GBP, and obviously this week has been crazy, so that's putting the charts up a little bit. But what we had marked up where price was, and as ever, the markups on the left are the daily charts, and I will zoom in a little bit. And we had 10% of retail traders were long, so the majority of retail was short on this position as well, so it just gave us a little extra confidence that this trade might be a good one. So what I said is that we could drop down back into, we were here at this point, we could drop back down into this weekly level, and you can see that that's exactly what played out. It took it all week to do that, and then on the Fridays, I think it was a Thursday, Friday, we started to see price holding here. So that would have been Thursday, and then Friday is when we saw the big push up, and that started from obviously the GBP news as well, as helped that from this key level to push on higher. So that has done pretty much exactly what we expected, and then you can see this week as well that it played out on Monday with those huge moves that we saw. Next up, it's Euro GPY. I think this is one of the only ones that didn't really play out last week. So this is where price opened. Price pushed up here. We're expecting it to try and get the other side of this, and hopefully this will stop people getting into that, because what we like to see with these levels is really you want to see it clean close above these levels when you're looking for buys, and then obviously price tanked down. We were hoping that we'd hold here, and you can see it did wick reject all the way down here. This would have been some kind of news, I would imagine, because that's a huge candle from top to bottom. So probably invalidated this trade anyway, but you can see that this one, in terms of our bias, it was wrong for the week, and it did continue to drop lower. So let's move on to USD CAD. So last week, again, we were starting here. We thought we could get a push down into this key level. What actually happened was price just took off straight from the open, so it played out. You just had to look for those setups intraday to try and jump on that kind of bandwagon, really. And again, only 11% of retail traders were long on that. Euro USD CHF, what we thought we could see from the open, and as you can see on here, we were just sitting in this level here, right in the middle of this daily level when we closed, and what we said is we just want to see it come up, hold here, and then go. And this is what these arrows are. I know they're a little bit out in terms of where they are on the chart, but you can see that we just wanted to push, come back, go. And that's pretty much exactly what it did. And it took it till like late Wednesday. It was just holding right at this level. You can see right there. It's not the best line, but everybody hopefully can see that. Is where that was holding. So that was a nice clean trade if anybody caught this. And what's interesting with USD CHF, this is one that I sent out in the group. Let's see if I've got it here. So I sent this out on 18th of, again, when I'm doing these reports, I was just kind of given a little bit of what I thought we could see. So we were hoping to see this come down on Monday, Tuesday. What happened instead is it did do this, and it gave multiple entries Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to get in at the bottom of the Asia session and take this for the buys. So hopefully people caught that and caught some pips from that. Let me just get rid of this back over out the way. So Next up, USD JPY. So again, only 28% of retail traders were long on this. This one pretty much played out straight from the open, and similar to the others, that what actually happened was later on in the week it hit that reversal period. So it almost came up and touched this weekly level that we had highlighted, so it's kind of made that move we were expecting from here right up to there. You can see it just happened straight away, and then price dropped off. But what was interesting, I thought, was that it held at this level that we had marked up as well, and then it's bounced off that. Also, again, this would have been a news candle, but still, that's a nice trade from our perspective earlier in the week to catch that buy trade up there. So next up, Aod Usd. We're looking for sells on these trades, and you can see majority were long. So we had the open. What we wanted to see was a break below this key level, the weekly level where we were sat. Break below it, retest it, and then hopefully catch some pips on that. And you can see that it was coming back here, retesting. There was a candle here, retested from this level. So gave some nice. You can see it just dropped off as we expected that week, straight from the open. Euro USD. This one, we were wondering whether we could just push a bit higher up into this level. I did think we could do that, but what we were saying is that actually we're forecasting that this green area is where I suspected price could potentially start to bounce around. So that's what I was forecasting last week, for it to just come down to here. And if you think about what I forecasted last week, we were at this black line that week. So it did, interestingly enough, stop pretty much at the end of that week, right at the bottom of this green box that we'd marked up. And then this open this week, seen it drop a little bit lower. I still think what could happen is this could make a little bit of a retracement back up into this level, but we'll have to keep an eye on that, what we're forecasting over the next couple of weeks. But again, great entry just from the open, straight drop. Tuesday reversal looks like, to give you that nice sell position. GU then. Nobody wants to touch GU at the moment, but we were again forecasting a sell on this for that week. You can see from the open, it held here at this level. I'm not sure why I've got loads of lines on. I think this is when I'm trading. Sometimes if I'm marking things up for people and on the lessons and stuff, I end up adding extra lines. So my apologies here. Let me just get rid of these. I think it's these ones that I need to get rid of. So I was hoping to see drop below from the open, drop below this, come back up into this level, and then drop off. And you know, even though my lines are massively out in terms of this, from the open, this is what I'm saying, drop down, push up, go. And this is what's happened. Opened here, dropped down, pushed up, gave us the drop. So last week, this again was a great trade. Looks like Tuesday reversal on that as well. So nice trade. Majority of retail traders were long on that as well. And last but not least was Nzd Usd. And you can see from the open, just absolutely tanked again. It's similar to Aod Usd. It's going to trend similar, where it dropped below these key level lines. Sorry, I don't know what that blue one's for. I thought it was on there, but it's not. So we got this drop. We suspected we could drop down below this level, retest at the other side, and then go. And that is this is where the market opened. So drop down below this level, retested it here with this candle, and then drop from there. Obviously, this is into this week as well. But in terms of the bias, hopefully you guys can see that this is generally we get quite a good accuracy rate on these and kind of giving good areas to look for. With the COT report, it's really difficult to we can't just say our bias for this week is bearish or bullish and we're just going to expect to see that drop straight away. Sometimes we will get those false moves. Sometimes we get it wrong, like you see with Euro JPY. It was wrong last week, but 1 out of 9's not bad. If we can get that general bias right for the week, it just does help with the overall trades and getting the correct side, hopefully alongside with the institutions. So thanks for listening, and I will try and get back on track with these videos as well.